So many of us will be so rich in the future, but there is a problem. Most of us will not be able to enjoy that wealth when it finally comes. So many of us will be so influential in the future, but there is a problem. We may not be able to have the moral rights to advise some people when we finally become very influential. Hi, my name is Ukogun Akpan. I am the rich son of a classroom teacher. And if you are new in this channel, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and turn on the notification so that when next I post a video like this, you'll be the first to see it. I know that some of us are going to be very rich. Some people are going to be extremely rich. But there is a problem that most of us need to address right now, and which is the problem of discipline. Most of us know, we are fully sure that we have great dreams, that we have great potentials, and that our future is going to be very bright. But we lack one thing, and that is going to be the thing that is going to destroy us in that future that we're looking for. The problem of discipline. Most of us have ignored the simple act of discipline. If you know and if you believe so much in yourself that someday you'll be very rich, please, please, and please learn the uncomfortable act of self-discipline. Now, here is it. With great money comes influence. With money comes your ability to get the things you were not able to get before done, and effortlessly done. Let's say, for instance, right now you can't afford a bottle of beer. If you do not learn alcohol discipline, whenever you get rich or when you finally get rich and have so much money, guess what you will do? Beer in the morning, beer in the afternoon, or maybe something stronger than beer to support your alcohol in discipline. Let's say also, for instance, you are indisciplined with women. Whenever you have that money is going to unlock the part of you that your poverty or your brokenness couldn't help you to manifest. Before you make money, make discipline your number one priority. Make discipline your number one core. Make it your core strength. Yeah, make discipline a part of you. I wrote something down in my notes here because I like jotting down things, because I told you, like I've always said, I'm not a very intelligent person, so I try to make notes. I make notes, I write down most of the things, most of the ideas that come to my head. It is important that you build discipline before you make money. If not, your indiscipline will take away all the money and all that you've ever worked for. Most people will get so rich, but they will lose everything they have because of the indiscipline, or because they refuse to go through the rigorous process of learning learning how to be disciplined, or because they refuse to go through the uncomfortable decision to learn discipline. See, pray to God to help you get discipline. If you're not disciplined in life, here are a few things I wrote down. I said that money amplifies. Whatever you are right now, there are certain things that you are not able to do because you do not have the financial strength to do it. A friend said the other time, the only reason you are so holy is because you can't afford the kind of sin that you would love to sin. The only reason you avoid some things is only because you can't afford to sin in that particular way. So if you do not have discipline, when money finally comes, I promise you, when money finally comes, it is going to unlock the part of you that you never even knew existed. If you are indisciplined with girls, you have more of it when you finally have money. If you are indisciplined with alcohol, you have more of it when you finally have money. If you are indisciplined with humiliating people, you have more of it. You exhibit more of such character when you finally have money. It is more painful to have money without discipline than it is to stay without having money. It is more painful to have money without discipline than it is to stay without money. If you do not have money and you are indisciplined, it's fine, because you probably will not be able to afford so many things. You probably will not be able to push so many indecent or indiscipline to the world. But if you do not have money, but if you finally have money and you did not discipline yourself enough, you did not learn the uncomfortable art of discipline, you will be so wayward. Remember what happened to Diddy? I am not trying to make him as a reference point, but remember what happened to him. Money will amplify the kind of person that you are. Remember the Paystack CEO that suddenly got fired from the thing he had worked for all his life. Money will always amplify who you truly are from within. Learn discipline. I wrote here that you should learn how to discipline yourself. You should find purpose. God is going to bless you, but when God finally blesses you and then it doesn't meet a place of discipline, you lose all that you ever worked for. I also wrote here in my book and I said, find God before you find money, because God will suppress your human instincts and your human cravings to become indisciplined. I said that God helps you to suppress the kind of feelings or the kind of things that you crave for that will give you the wrong things in life. If you find God before you find money, it is the most important thing that can ever happen to you. Find God, find discipline before you find money. God will guide your path. But first, you have to give yourself the uncomfortable pathway of discipline. You have to give yourself that uncomfortable path and get discipline. I wrote a lot of things in this book, and I wouldn't like to bore you with most of them. I also wrote somewhere, I said, you should learn to discipline yourself. When you become rich, certain things become easier done. I have a friend who was jobless for a period of time. When we left school, most of us didn't have jobs. I went into entrepreneurship. He tried entrepreneurship and it didn't really work for him. Finally, he got a job at a bank. And he started spending lavishly on women. This was a guy who couldn't approach even the cheapest girl in the neighborhood. Well, most of us could, because we had the boldness, we could say things. But now he has the money. The way he flirts, the way he has suddenly become promiscuous, one would argue if he's still the same person who he used to be, money will amplify whosoever you are. So learn the uncomfortable process of discipline. Try to discipline yourself, and God will bless you if you can do that. Before you find money, before you make so much money, find God. And that is the only thing that will help you to suppress your human desires. That will help you so much when you finally find God. And I wish you good luck in your journey to becoming a better version of you. If you've stayed with me up to this point, it is only very reasonable that you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, turn on the notification, and let me know what you think about discipline and indiscipline in the comment section. Have you ever faced something that you feel you would have overcome, or you would have overcame? I don't know. I'm not a native speaker. Have you ever met a situation that you felt, okay, if only I had discipline, I would have been an overcomer. I would have overcome this particular situation. I would have been able to overcome this situation. Have you ever found something like that? Well, if you have, then it means that you still have something in your life to improve. Like this channel, share it with a friend, turn on the subscription button, turn on the notification button, and I will see you right in the next video. If you stayed this far, God bless you, and see you in the next video. Bye-bye.